Alright guys, welcome back to another movie review. This afternoon I went and I saw The Hunger Games. Probably going to be one of the biggest movies of the year, I would say. I haven't read the books. Everybody's saying, oh, the books are so much better. But just watching the movie, not knowing anything else about it, I thought it was a great movie. It was it was just a little bit short of 2.5 hours long. So it was kind of a long movie, but I would rather it be long and they have time to develop the characters rather than rush the movie. So I thought it was okay. It was a decent amount of time, and overall it was really good. I'm gonna have to go off of memory here, but I would have to say just the theater was packed full of people. I saw it during the matinee, so I got to see it a little bit early. That most people would go out on Friday night, but I went and I saw it early, and the theater was still packed full of people, so I'm sure this movie is going to do really well. And like I said, I recommend this movie. It's great, and it has a really cool story to it. So that's my thoughts on the movie. Now I'm going to get into what happens in the movie, so from here on this will be spoilers. So I'm going off of memory here, but they basically have this future where they do this thing, the reaping. And what it is they have these 12 districts. And I assume that there was a big war or something like that. And so this is how they show people what war can do while at the same time giving them hope. They take two people, a boy and a girl from each district between the ages of 12 and 18, I believe, and they send them off to this, they're tributes, they're like offerings, and they send them off to this place, and they eventually have to fight and do battle, all 24 contestants, and only one can be the winner. So they all have to kill each other, and then whoever survives gets treated like a hero for the rest of their lives or something. So, and they bring pride to their districts and stuff like that. The main character is this girl from District 12. It's like the last district. As they go, they're kind of like shittier and shittier districts. So this one was kind of like the coal mining, not very much food. The people are really poor district. And the girl is like a hunter. She hunts with a bow and arrow, and she's really skilled and trained. But they go to the reaping where they put all your names into a big bowl and then they draw your name. Now if you ask the peacekeepers, the government, for more food, your name gets thrown in here more times. So you have a greater chance of getting picked for the Hunger Games. So this girl goes and she has a little sister that she takes care of, and her mother, when her father died, her mother kind of got like... she kind of got really depressed and quit talking to him. So she's been caring for her sister this entire time. And she goes and her sister gets picked for the Hunger Games. She says, no, I'll volunteer. So they take her instead. And she goes and they take this other boy from the village. And they take him on this subway train. And they get to talk to one of the previous winners of the Hunger Games, who is Woody Harrelson. They have it's like a TV show. They have a host, and he runs down the contestants, and they have like a guy who produces it, and they have this old guy who basically controls everything. And he says that, we run the Hunger Games so the people won't forget the past, and so that they have hope. And they take them, and they get to train, and you meet the other contestants. They tell them that the way to win is to make other people like you, because you get sponsors who will send you these little packages while you're in the game that are like on a parachute, and they go to you and they can have like medicine or food. So you want other people to like you, so you get sponsors. But the main girl, she's not really into all that. She's not buying into it. She just wants to be herself. So that's Woody Harrelson's advice, and I think Lenny Kravitz is like a costume designer, and everybody's giving her hints and tips, and they get to train, and then eventually they get sent to the Hunger Games. So her and the other kid, he confesses that he has always had a crush on her, and so now they're kind of conflicted. They don't want to kill each other, but they know there can only be one winner. So the games start, and they start off in this big field, this wooded area. It can be anywhere though. I think it's like some kind of virtual reality thing. But they're in this world, and it's just basically a wooded area. And they start you off, and you can grab like any weapon you want. So of course, all the other contestants run and try and grab weapons, and it's a bloodbath, and they're butchering each other. The movie's PG-13 though, so it's not like too grotesque. But the people start killing each other, and Woody Harrelson told her to go to high ground, keep a lot of water, and avoid going, because he knows she's going to want the bow and arrow. But she avoids going for it because everybody's killing each other. So she runs off, and there's this other village, like District 1 and 2, I think, and they kind of form an alliance. And the boy from her district who likes her actually goes with them, but he's really just diverting them away from her. But they think he's helping them find her. So they have an alliance, and apparently their district, they train their kids to be warriors, and then when they turn 18, they volunteer for the Hunger Games. It's some kind of pride thing with them. So you can already tell they're the villains. They're there to just kill people. They don't care. And the main girl, she doesn't kill people unless she has to. She really stays away from it. She runs and hides. She actually goes so far off the map, they start putting in, they can like impose things into the environment. Or, they just introduce whatever they want. Fire starts to come out of nowhere and burns all the trees around her. So she has to take off running, and that's how they kind of keep them within a certain area. And they just do things to kind of keep the show interesting. There's like a bunch of stuff that happens, but eventually they say it's two people from a district can win. There can be two winners this year. And the only district that still has both contestants is 12, because of the girl and the guy who likes her. There's this other little girl from a district who kind of helps her out when she gets hurt, and she's really nice, but she accidentally ends up getting killed, and her district goes crazy and starts rioting when they see this on TV. So it's definitely a unique movie. But it ends up with the main girl and the guy. There's only like one guy left, and the people who run the show put in these like dogs, like super crazy bulldogs on steroids to chase after them. They run and they jump onto this the bunker thing in the middle of the arena, and they have the final fight with the last guy. They kill him. He falls over and gets eaten by dogs, and so they have two winners. And then they say, oh, there can only be one winner now. So there are these poison berries, and the girl looks at the guy, and she says, trust me. So they act like they're going to take it and kill themselves, and there has to be a winner. So the TV people are going nuts, and this is like the 74th Hunger Games. So they've done this a million times. I'm kind of surprised this hasn't happened before. But they go, and they act like they're going to eat this poison berries, kind of Romeo and Juliet. They stop it and they say, okay, you both win. The main guy gets really pissed off about this, and he actually has the producer of the show come to a special room. They lock him in, and the only thing he has to eat are poison berries. So they basically killed the producer for letting this happen somehow. And the show continues on. They say they're going to do it again. And at the end, we see like the girl and the guy in their district are being treated like heroes, and then we see the main villain guy who runs the entire government, I guess, the peacekeepers, just get really mad and walk away, and then the credits roll. So I'm not really sure if this is like the entire book series, or if this is just part one, but it kind of left it open at the end for a sequel. I don't have no idea what they would do, but they kind of left it open like the main villain was really pissed off and wanted to get revenge on this girl for tricking him and making the Hunger Games look bad. But that was it. I thought it was decent. I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought it was a good concept. It kind of reminds me of those shows like The Condemned or something, where they take a bunch of guys and put them on an island and they have to kill each other. So it's not like that was new, but the way they did it with the universe and the districts of people and how they have like these tracking devices in them, it was weird. It was unique, and I really liked it. The people wear these crazy wigs and costumes and makeup. The TV host has blue hair. It was just like a really unique world. So I definitely liked it, and I'm sure the books are a million times better, but just as far as the movie goes, I like the movie. So I definitely recommend everybody check this one out. It is a little bit long, but it's definitely interesting the whole way through. So I did enjoy the movie, and I hope you guys check it out, and I hope you guys like this movie review, and I will be back probably with another movie review on Sunday. So if you like the movie reviews, there will be another one up Sunday, and I hope you guys check that one out too. So thanks for watching. Bye.